Contrary to what people like Soulja Boy and other individuals may think, WWE is not fake at all, and serious knockouts could take place in the ring. The winners are predetermined, the storylines are scripted, but the action you see in the ring is real, physical action by highly trained professionals. Like in any contact sport, injuries are bound to happen. Here are 10 scary times that WWE superstars were knocked out in the ring. Number 10, Daniel Bryan, WWE Raw, January 2014. Bray Wyatt had forced Daniel Bryan to join the Wyatt family, and they were teaming up for a big steel cage tag team match in the main event for Raw. Daniel Bryan had his lights go out and was concussed during the match. However, that didn't stop Daniel Bryan from finishing the match. That edition of Raw would end with Daniel Bryan turning on Bray Wyatt in one of the most magical and electric moments in recent Raw history. The Rhode Island crowd that was quiet all night long just came to life in the biggest way possible and provided Daniel Bryan with one of the most electrifying yes chants of his whole career. It was an extremely memorable moment. Only issue is that Daniel Bryan doesn't remember that night at all unless he sees the footage. Due to him being concussed and knocked out in the match, it's a very sad fact that Daniel Bryan is unable to recall what happened that night without watching it back. Number 9, Enzo, WWE Payback 2016. Unlike Daniel Bryan, Enzo wasn't able to continue the match after his injury. He was legitimately knocked out cold. During a spot with the ropes at Payback 2016, Enzo's head ended up being in a horrible position that instantly knocked him out at ringside. The referee in WWE had to think quick on the spot because they obviously weren't expecting this to happen. Enzo was taken to the back for medical attention after being knocked out. Enzo was taken to the hospital that night, and WWE superstars went over to visit him and posted the pictures online of him coming out of the hospital, which everyone was happy to see. Enzo missed a few weeks of action and returned to a massive reaction from the WWE fans. Number 8, Goldberg, WWE Super Showdown, 2019. It was Undertaker vs. Goldberg in this huge main event spot for this special WWE event, but the match was unable to really reach its full potential because of the fact that Goldberg was knocked out literally seconds after the bell rang. It was probably 30 seconds after the bell rang. Goldberg was concussed and basically unable to truly compete. He still did the best he could to continue the match and finish it up, but it was filled with a lot of dangerous spots since one of the superstars was basically knocked out. The match didn't get to live up to the hype because of that quick concussion, and everyone seemed upset with how that turned out. WWE fans were quick to notice the look of disgust on The Undertaker's face after the match ended. He clearly wasn't happy with everything that unfolded in the match with Goldberg. Number 7, Shane McMahon, WWE Survivor Series 2016. It was supposed to be this amazing spot of Roman Reigns countering the Coast to Coast and spearing Shane McMahon in midair, but unfortunately, Shane McMahon took a very bad spill from that midair spear, and he was knocked out from there on out. Thankfully, Shane was able to recover, and it appears that he's even teasing another in-ring return for this year, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Number 6, The Miz, WWE WrestleMania 27. It was the main event of WrestleMania, one of the most prestigious spots on the card that everyone dreams of being in one day, and The Miz was living out the dream. He walked into WrestleMania as WWE Champion. Only issue is that The Miz has issues remembering arguably the biggest match of his WWE career. John Cena tackled The Miz while The Miz was standing on the barricade outside of the ring, and that led to The Miz's head bouncing on the concrete outside of the ring. You heard the impact, and it just looked like The Miz wasn't the same after that moment in the match. The Miz has stated in several interviews after WrestleMania 27 that he doesn't remember much of the match and has trouble recalling what actually happened. Thankfully, The Miz was able to get up and finish the match, even though he was partially knocked out. Number 5, Kairi Sane, WWE TLC 2019. This was another incident that was thankfully caught by one of the other WWE superstars in the match. It was an all-out TLC match for the women's tag team titles. Only issue was that Kairi Sane was knocked out midway through the match. Charlotte Flair was unaware that Kairi was hurt and continued the attack on her as originally planned. But it was Becky Lynch who legitimately knew that something was wrong with Kairi. Becky was able to quickly talk to Kairi outside of the ring and tell by some fan-recorded footage, it seemed that Becky informed Kairi to just stay under the ring so that she doesn't take any more damage. Thankfully, it was a tag team match, so they worked around Kairi's absence and injury. Many people showed appreciation to Becky Lynch for what she did because she really saved Kairi Sane from even further injury. It was a TLC match. It was all about climbing up ladders and doing crazy spots. So it definitely would have been a risk to have Kairi climbing up ladders while she was partially knocked out. But thankfully, she was saved by Becky Lynch in that matchup. Number 4, Candice Michelle, Raw 2007. This knockout occurred during a Raw matchup with Beth Phoenix. Candice took a bad spill from the top rope that instantly knocked her out. The referee instructed Beth to pin her right away so that they could end the match and check on her. It was later revealed that she had broken a collarbone and was diagnosed with a concussion. She missed several weeks of action. Number 3, Dolph Ziggler, 2013. Dolph Ziggler was arguably at the peak of his popularity and prime of his career back in 2013. Who could ever forget the night that he cashed in on his Money in the Bank in 2013? He finally climbed to the top and became world champion after such a long ride in WWE. But that's when tragedy struck. Dolph Ziggler was knocked out during a match and concussed on the spot. It seemed serious at the time because he dropped the title a few weeks later because he still wasn't right from the concussion. Who knows the impact that that concussion had on his reign, and if his reign would have been even longer if it wasn't for that concussion. Number 2, Liv Morgan, Raw 2018. It was Brie Bella and Liv Morgan in the ring at the time of the knockout. Brie was doing Daniel Bryan's yes kicks on Liv Morgan, and they were going well at first. But Brie Bella started doing the kicks faster and faster, and Liv wasn't prepared for that at all. Brie ended up kicking Liv Morgan several times in the face, causing Liv Morgan to black out instantly on the spot. Liv collapsed right onto the mat and Brie right for the cover. Liv still had enough in her to kick out and keep the match going. Brie lifted Liv's head and definitely said something to check in on her. Liv goes to push Brie Bella into her corner so she can tag out of the match, but she collapses again on the way to the corner. She thankfully tagged out and was taken to the back for medical attention. Number 1, Alexa Bliss, Summer of 2018. It was one of the most serious situations in recent WWE memory. Alexa Bliss was nearly forced into early retirement because of back-to-back concussions and knockouts she was dealing with. Both knockouts and concussions happened during matches with Ronda Rousey. Alexa Bliss was knocked out during the first match with Ronda Rousey, had a long road to being healthy again, then she stepped back in the ring with Ronda, only to get knocked out again, and that put her out of action for several months and nearly ended her career. It's not normal and a very serious situation to get back-to-back concussions, so she was nearly shut down for that. Nia Jax has spoken out several times on how she protected Alexa Bliss and took care of her during this time. Nia even claims that she told WWE executives to stop putting her in the ring with Ronda Rousey so that she doesn't get hurt again. WWE finally listened, and Alexa Bliss was able to make a full return to the ring and still remains a crucial part of WWE television to this day. What are your thoughts on these 10 WWE knockouts? Leave your comments, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.